I met him in early 2016 down in South Dakota working for Midwest All-Pro through Nick Eugene Dinsmore. I was one of the first crops of students that came through there. And he was actually my very first match in Rapid City in March of that year when they came through. We did that Rapid City show. And going up there, we were going to do the six-man tag match that we rehearsed for about a month and a half straight. And then we get there, and then Strife and the other guys show up, and Dinsmore looks at him, he's like, "Did you bring Yellow Dog?" And he's like, "Yeah." And so he points at me, and he throws it to me, and I'm like, kind of sitting there going like, "Well, I don't know what's going on," and told me to put it on, and you're going to wrestle Strife. And Nick was the special guest referee, and I was super nervous because I was like, it wasn't planned, or whatever, but he was awesome. He was like, just told me, "Don't worry about it. We're going to keep it simple, take care of you." And he did just that, And then I was fortunate enough when they were coming down, he wasn't wrestling for a few months there, but he kept coming down, and I was lucky enough that they let me work as the Midwest All-Pro Yellow Dog for a while. And, it was something else, and I got the experience out of it. And he would always make me at intermission sit at the table and sell the Yellow Dog 8x10s. And I thought it was hilarious because I'm scrawny as shit with tattoos all over, and I'm signing these jacked, it wasn't, but yeah. So I was very fortunate there, and then when he did come back and took over Yellow Dog, I was also very fortunate to get into about a 7-month-long feud with him, and I worked with him very directly through all that, and each match that we had and each thing that we did, he let me use more and more of my ideas and gave me more freedom as we went along and progressed. And every time I always thanked him for it, and he'd always say, "Hey, I'm just trying to leave the business better than it was when I got here." And yeah, I don't know, man. I was just thankful for that because it culminated in like the dog food match, which I think most of you, some of you know about. And when we got to that match, he let me call most of the stuff in the middle, the heat, and let me do all the stuff I've been working on. And he just gave me a lot more freedom as we went on, and so yeah, I feel very fortunate that I was able to do that with him and work with him that closely, because I know not a lot of people got to do that either. So
those that knew him, heck of a teacher. Is there anything about his teaching, his guidance that will stick with you, in a wrestling career or even in your personal life?
One of the biggest things was really working the crowd, and that was one of the things he would always talk to me about, was getting the crowd into it and not taking bumps and stuff like that. I remember we had a 6-man tag, and I remember it went 23 minutes, and we messed with the crowd. Him and I messed with the crowd pretty much for about 11 minutes, and we didn't know there was nobody locked up or even got physical until about 12 minutes into the match. And I just remember one of the coolest things, we got back there, and he high-fived us all and said, "That's how you effing work, boys." He's like, "That's how you do it." And as a teacher, I'm just trying to do the same thing he did, because I help train down there now, and I just want to kind of go by what he always said and leave it better than it was when I got here, man. Yeah.
If there's one more thing you could say to him, what would it be?
Just thank you for everything. I assume I'm one of the rare ones that got to put on the Yellow Dog, and I know he loved that. So I'm thankful for that, and just even after the feud, working with him. Just again, thank you for everything, because he was very integral in what I did, and he gave me a shot down here too, and put me in some positions down here early on that was it was a lot of fun, and yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.